we have another Angelina reaction here. We just listened to her AGT championship performance. This is another live of It's a Man's World. This is one of my favorite songs of all time. I'm intrigued, excited, and curious to see what she's going to do with this. Obviously super talented. Angelina Jordan is one of the few singers that I've seen with just like immense control and takes like zero effort for her. You know, people have been saying she's been singing since she's 1.5, so it makes sense. Love the jazzy sound of her voice. We have a lot of soul singers, soul is kind of being rejuvenated right now, but I'm enjoying this. A couple of artists that have these kind of jazz sounds to them, right? Ray, R-A-Y-E, is another artist that has a huge jazz influence. So I'm loving that, man. Jazz is what I grew up playing. So jazz has is close to my heart, dear to my heart. So anyways, without further ado, let's get into this. Angelina Jordan live enhanced audio cover. It's a Man's World at El Rey, December 14th, 2024 Christmas special. The Mouthful. Here we go.
I haven't done it in a couple years, so me and Anthony were coordinating. You know, everything at the rehearsal, you're like, whoa.
I'm assuming she's saying that's been about 6 years since she sang it. 12, now she's 18. Crazy.
I've done this Man's World in a while, so, you know.
All right.
Let's do this. How are we feeling? It's one of my favorite songs. Haven't done it in a while, so it's for you guys.
She usually seems super humble, man, and just chill from what I'm seeing just from this. I'm curious, not judging at all, because I was a touring musician myself and I have anxiety, but when it's what you love, like you can fight through it. I'm curious if she has any anxiety going on stage, you know? A good artist turn that anxiety and enhance their performance, but just curious.
It's one of my favorite songs. Haven't done it in a while, so it's for you guys.
Look at that stank face. I don't know if it's cold on stage. I know there's a lot of smoke. I want you guys to realize how much she's projecting. When you see almost like, I don't want to say when you see air coming out of somebody's mouth, they are projecting a lot. They are singing from their diaphragm, right? Ooh, man, that slide up. Ooh. See, like, she's also smart in realizing that you don't have to sing intensely all the time, right? She went a little bit into this kind of subdued, subtle singing into her head voice right there. Right here, I think. That's head voice, right? Again, I didn't even hear that transition. I just know where she ended. singing on that blue scale, there was a little bit of clashing of notes there. The blue scale, right? There's a little bit of dissonance, right, in that note that she chose. That's the blue scale 100%. 100% blue scale. There's that extra note added in there for dissonance, for you know, feeling that tensity, right? Broke her mic. I gotta hear that again. We got the slide up to the note, right? Again, very bluesy, very jazzy right there. Obviously, this is a soul song, so blues, a jazz scale. Blue scale is incorporated, but she's up so that the projection, there's more projection. She has more control. You have more control over your vocals, and it's more lower in the throat to get that grit, that almost fry sound that she's getting. There's always technique in how you stand, how you sit. Crazy. That was ridiculous. Shout out to the band. I know I saw you say that, Jesse. Shout out to the band. Her getting into the music is partially on her, but it's also partially on the band. We got the horn section. We got the guitar playing crazy riffs in the back, right? So props to the band as well. But yeah, she's wild. I'm a big fan of people who invoke soul, who invoke that old. I'm very much an old soul when it comes to music that I like. I like 60s, 70s stuff, and I grew up playing jazz. I learned how to play guitar by playing jazz. So any artist that's gonna take that and bring it into their music, I'm 100% into that. I need to hear that belt one more time. Did I go too far back? Damn it. Right? Going kind of in and out of that note really smoothly takes super skills, man. You guys can't see it, but my watch just told me good job getting active. I think my heart's going from this, you know? I mean, you can like, and I'm not looking at this to be creepy. I'm looking at it to see what, if you watch Chris Lipe or Charismatic Voice, right? Fairy Voice Mother. They all are always looking for, you know, is there veins in the throat, right? Or how was her mouth shaped, right? So I'm trying to look for that to see her technique in getting these sounds. And you can see it's very, I mean, you can't see mine because of my beard, but you can kind of see her throat kind of protruding out a little bit as she's doing the vibrato. So it's very much so in the bottom of the throat, not the top of the throat, not where my Adam's apple is, but the middle of the throat. It's the bottom of the throat. And she's adding a little bit to that vibrato by pulling the mic. I'm not going to do that motion. By pulling the mic very subtly back and forth, right? Also enhancing that vibrato. There's always different ways to do this, right? Oh, man. Yeah. I mean, once in a lifetime talent again, right? Once in a lifetime talent. You can hear that it's not correct or anything either. Slight waver to her vocal, not the pitch, but the airflow or something. Yeah. 100%. There's so many artists when you listen to them, it's like, man, there's no waver at all to their voice or anything like that. Like, that's not natural, you guys, you know? I think I mentioned this in our podcast, Jesse, but amazing singers like Adele, like Michael Bublé, whatever, that technically are very sound. When you listen to their music at the end of the phrases, right? It's like this, they're perfectly on the note the entire time. That is not human. When you're wavering when you get to the end of your phrase, you're out of your breath, you're going to a lower tonality. It's natural to have a little bit of a wavering off of the note, right? When I hear that, it actually makes me upset because it's like you're taking away from the natural emotion of an artist when you do that. I like to call it what it is, pitch correction. There's no pitch correction on this live performance. At the very least, there isn't. Play chord hard and it'll technically be kind of sharp with the heavy vibrations. 100%. The only time that a guitar's, when you strum the guitar, immediately when strumming, it's going to be sharp. And as it, the strings continue to vibrate, at the end, it's going to be flat. It's because the vibrations are changing as you do it. So right in the middle of that, there's a happy median right there where that's where the actual tuning of the guitar is at, right? So when you strum, it's sharp. As it wavers at the end, it's flat. So yes, even in guitar. And so if you hear, I believe too that a lot of artists or a lot of production companies will do pitch correction on guitar too, and it just doesn't sound right to me. She has that natural perfect intonation, and I don't know if she has perfect pitch or not, but she knows what notes she wants to hit and she hits them. Pretty much it. Just saying, Angelina doesn't use auto-tune or pitch correction live or in studio. Her label may have added some on a couple songs, but she doesn't need it. Yeah, I feel a lot of artists don't need it, but industry standard is like 10-15%. So again, I don't know if they use it on her or not for the end of her phrases, but I just want to put it out there, Steve. That's all. That auto-tune and pitch correction aren't necessarily the same thing. It depends on how they're used. Correct me if I'm wrong, Jesse. I want to squash that when people say auto-tune. It's like, well, auto-tune's not the same thing as pitch correction. Not the same thing. I mean, yes, you're correcting or changing the pitch with auto-tune, but the way they are used is not the same. Maybe I'm being pretentious, but that's how I feel about it. I mean, artist of a lifetime? Voice of a lifetime? I mean, you can make that argument 100%. Andy, you said, I appreciate your honesty with your reactions. I envy you having more than 300 Angelina videos. So what, 300? Bro, I'm gonna be here till I'm 80. No, man, I appreciate the new rabbit holes to go through. Blown away, man, blown away. My heart rate got up to the point where my phone or my watch was saying, good job getting exercise. So there you go. But I appreciate that request. I guess that's another rabbit hole I gotta go down.